Let's keep working on global citizenship. Please go to page 123 and 124. Remember, we are talking about the times after the Civil War in the United States. This period is called the Reconstruction. Right now, I'm about to play an audio, and please try to follow the text as you listen to the audio at home. If you notice, I have underlined some ideas with blue. Please do the same because these ideas will help you to answer the following page. For the ones who have access to Web Solution with their AMCO account, try to follow also this exercise to reaffirm your knowledge. Ready? Let's hear the audio now.
Reconstruction. Read and listen to the following text. After the Civil War ended in 1865, 4 million slaves were freed. Even though they were free, there was still a lot of racism, especially in the South. Southern states made laws that kept freedmen from having the same rights as white people. The laws were sometimes similar to the old slave codes. They were cruel and severe. To make things worse, President Lincoln was assassinated in 1865. But the Southern states needed to rebuild after the war. Many farms, homes, and businesses had been destroyed. Lives had been lost. This period was called Reconstruction. It lasted from 1865 to 1877. Slowly, the South was rebuilt. Roads were fixed. Farms started growing crops again. Schools were built to educate freed slaves. But times were hard for black people, even though they were supposed to be free. Some freedmen became sharecroppers. They farmed land owned by someone else, then got to keep some of the profits. Often, freedmen lived very poor lives. In many ways, it was similar to slavery. Northerners did not need to rebuild, but some became involved in Reconstruction. Traveling south to help rebuild, they were often accused of getting rich off others' problems. Teachers from the North moved south to help in many new schools. Overall, the northern states continued growing stronger. They had more factories, rapid transportation, and better communication.
So as you can see, the southern part of the country was not doing so well. So let's continue on next page 124 to see what we have to do. First of all, we have to check our understanding. How were the lives of children in freedmen families changed after the Civil War? So based on the text, try to imagine how was the life of children of those families and describe your answer. Then, you will use the Venn diagram to compare the North to the South after the Civil War. Use the phrase bank below to get some ideas. So this is the bank that you have. So what you have to do is to identify which ideas correspond to the southern part of the country and which ideas correspond to the north part of the country. Now there is one or two that both of the sides have in common, and you'll have to grade them here. Ready? Remember, I also underlined some ideas with blue, as you can see, and if you do the same, I think it's going to be easier for you to understand and to answer page 124. Ready? Time for you to work.